All right, hey ladies, it's Danielle, and there's an Emily up there.
Hey.
We just wanted to pop on and kind of talk to you about our own experiences with the nutrition. I use kind of the portion fix, the container system. Emily has gone toward 2B mindset, which we haven't talked about a lot in this group. So we just wanted to kind of share the differences between them. So if nutrition is still something that you're struggling with, you sort of know what your options are, and you can kind of listen to both our stories. And if there's one you relate to more, then maybe what we're using and what we're doing could work a little better for you. So I'm going to turn it over to Emily and let her talk first about what she does.
Hey, okay, so my kind of backstory is I have struggled with weight my entire life. Like literally as a 3-year-old, the doctor was like, time to do something. So I've been on probably every type of diet that you've ever heard of. So when I found Beachbody, I did the portion control containers that Danielle just referenced, and they worked for me. I liked them better than really anything I had ever tried before because it was simpler than counting calories or counting points or whatever. But I still found myself kind of either on or off. And so I was either like tracking my containers or eating whatever I wanted to. And so they released the 2B Mindset last May. And so what it is a full program for your mind, like your mentality about nutrition, and specifically targeted toward people who either have a history of dieting or emotional eating and things like that, which I've always struggled with. And so that has been so key to me as far as like long-term progress, because it's no longer either in my mind like I'm on the diet or I'm off the diet. It's very like lifestyle and longer term, and just my attitude about food in every situation is different. And so I have found that is so much better for me. And so I have been, since learning that, I've also been certified as a mentor. And that's really what I have been using to see more sustained success. But what's so fascinating to me, and Danielle and I talk about this a lot, is that she also tried both, and she ended up finding that the portion containers are better for her. So I want you to hear about that. But seriously, any questions you have about 2B Mindset, after she talks, I'll circle back a little bit more, but hit me up. But listen to Danielle.
Okay, so my kind of background with food, I have always had a major sweet tooth. It's never for me been anything that horribly like threw off and influenced my weight, but there was always like dessert. I mean, even when I got to start making my own meals, I mean, there needed to be a treat after lunch. There needed to be a dessert after dinner, like just always that need for something sweet. And just carbs, because why not? Like who doesn't like the carbs? My mom would cook, healthy dinners for us, but there were lots of, starchy veggies and things like that. So that's just kind of what I grew up with. I never really thought so much about my food groups. I saw like the whole food pyramid, obviously in grade school, but it wasn't something that I ever really applied and thought about. So when I started my health journey about 1.5 years ago with the containers. And it wasn't really until last January when I did a program that used those, but it like timed it out. It specified like have a protein and, a carbohydrate here. And then a couple hours later, have this. And so it was really about fueling your body throughout the day and putting good combinations of the food together to really keep you fueled and sustained. because it can be easy, to say, oh, I love my carbs, and you eat all those in the morning, but then you get to dinner and all that's left is like 3 servings of veggies, okay? And that's not always realistic for our meal planning. So I really fell in love with that timed out system that they'll call like timed nutrition. And it worked well for me, I think, because I was just eating often. I always felt satisfied. I didn't feel the need to overindulge. And I just felt like my body was fueled well all day with the smaller meals that happened, multiple times. So in May, I also did 2B Mindset. Kind of watched all the videos, got into the food tracking, but I kind of felt like that process was more based around 3, distinct meals, and their, the limits, not limits, but what types of food you were eating were set. So for me, coming off of eating, 5 and 6 mini meals a day to going to that where there were 3, it just sort of felt like to me I wasn't getting as much variety, and I was getting, hungry in between meals. That's not to say you can't eat anything. It's your body, it's your plan. But it just wasn't working for me. I kind of did better if I planned out what I was going to eat beforehand as opposed to the tracking system after. But I will say this, I'm so glad that I did the 2B Mindset, because there are mental things to that I took with me. Just the importance of water, how if you're hungry or if you're looking at your plate or you want to go back for more food, start with a veggie, then cycle to a protein. And it just really reminded me and also taught me more about what each of those food groups is intended for. So instead of just eating to eat, do I need sustained energy right now where maybe a protein is a better option? Or do I just need a quick boost where maybe eating a carb is going to help me with that? So that was just really, really eye-opening. And even though I don't follow that process daily, it has still just given me a better mentality about what it means to fuel my body, about what it is to have a treat. And so I'm still really glad that I did it. All right, switching back over to you, friend.
So if you, I know a lot of you have the Portion Fix containers, and so you're pretty familiar with that. A question that we get a lot is, how do I get the 2B Mindset? Is it included in Beachbody On Demand? And the answer is no, you don't already have it. But here's why, is that the Portion Fix can be taught to you pretty easily. You get the containers, you get the food lists, you figure out your numbers, and you just go with it. The 2B Mindset is actually really similar to a workout program where it's a series of videos and like mind training basically. And so you're learning all these new things. You're learning about food. You're learning a new mindset, a new approach to food. And so it's way more content. So you can get the 2B Mindset kind of like a challenge pack. And so you get the water bottle, which I have extras of this. It's such a good water bottle. And you get a tracker as well as access to the videos. So again, if that is something that's interesting to you, it is on sale for the rest of January. So now's the time to jump in and go for it.
All right. Let's see. So we hope that was kind of helpful to you guys, comparing our experiences with both of them. If you have questions about anything, you can comment below this video or reach out to us. But Emily, anything else to add?
I think I'm good.
All right. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a fantastic rest of your day. Bye-bye.